Hey YouTube, Stefan Rayo here. I just want to make a response to the blasphemy challenge and to show you how I'm responding to the blasphemy challenge. Yes, I'm a Christian. I bought the God Delusion and I'm now reading the thoughts of Richard Dawkins. And I'll tell you why. Out of all the atheists I've interacted here with on YouTube and all the atheists I've interacted with outside YouTube, they all seem to have one thing in common. And that is that they are all fairly to very well versed in what a Christian believes and familiar with many of the deeper arguments we give for why we believe what we believe. And it's fairly disturbing to me that Christians seem to be more reluctant to research and know other worldviews. Why is this? Is it because Christians are scared that their faith might dissolve underneath the arguments of others? If you've really had a revelation of the heart that Christ is real, that the Holy Spirit is real, then you shouldn't have any fear. And for any church to project a stigma that subjecting yourself to the arguments of atheism or any other worldview is dangerous and shouldn't be done is a direct violation of the main imperative that Christ gave us, and that is to love one another. See, every atheist I've come across is pretty well prepared to enter into a discussion or a friendship with a Christian with a pretty good understanding of where they're coming from and a pretty good background as to how to communicate with that person. And it seems to me that Christians not only have that ability, but they're scared to acquire that ability. And I think that's ridiculous. So the challenge I like to put out there now for Christians is to deliberately research other worldviews, try to come to understanding of why they believe what they believe, what assumptions they're working off of that differ from ours, so that we can enter into that interaction and we can have a better understanding of where they're coming from, and we can relate to them better. Because that's what loving one another means. And for a Christian to automatically demonize a worldview that is different than his own is dangerous. Because most people don't have bad intentions. Most people believe that they have a view that could help people if they adopted it themselves. And for a Christian to look at a non-Christian and just assume that their worldview is disgusting lies that shouldn't be listened to or considered at all is self-defeating. We as Christians should be able to expose ourselves to Islam, to atheism, to Hinduism, to whatever, and to grow and to be challenged by the arguments against Christianity and the criticisms against Christianity. I find myself growing my own faith from what Richard Dawkins puts forth. It's things that we should think about that Christians don't think about. And so that's the main challenge I would like to put out there, and I want to know what everyone thinks. Thank you. This is Stefan Rayo, and hope you have a good night.